What's up, YouTube? Tony here, Positive Tech Reviews. Hopefully we're live. Let me go ahead and check real quick on my phone here real quick. I think we are live. Okay, so we're live. Let me share those links out. This is going to be my 1 week review with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. So far it's been pretty good. We're going to get into the things I do like about it, and so far how it's been going on. Let me share it out one more time real quick. I'm sharing it to where am I sharing it to? I'm sharing it to Twitter and also a Google Plus. So far it looks pretty good. Let me pop out chat real quick. How's the audio? First off, what's up? iTech guy in the building. Definitely. Huge shout out. CV Tech, what's going on? How you doing, CV Tech? I just watched your videos. You got a new car. You got a Kia. I like the Kia. I actually have the same one. My wife drives it. She has, I think it's a 2015. But thank you for showing up. Matt, what's going on? Audio is good. I'm using my external microphone because the microphones on the iPhone 10, which I'm recording the video with, they're not the greatest. Maybe in hand because I'm holding it. Maybe I'm covering up the mics or something. But I'm in my car. I got the car mount. So let's jump right into it. I'll try to read some of your guys' comments. If you guys want to comment on a particular subject, or you guys want me to show you something on the phone right now, that's why I decided to go live with it. That way I can interact more with my audience. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the specs so far. What's up? Simply Your Device in the building. What's going on? Mike, how you doing? I'm going to give you guys my first week with it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of what I like about it and what I don't like. There's very little not to like about the S9 Plus. The S9 Plus, gorgeous phone. Let's go ahead and talk about the build quality. Premium build quality, like always, from Samsung. We do have the sandwich glass on glass with the metal frame all the way around. The blue is actually beautiful. I'm glad I chose this color. I was gonna go with black, but I chose the blue. So we have 6 gigs of RAM on here. This is the 64 gigabyte internal storage with SD card support. I got like 200 gigs in here. Awesome, I love it. Fingerprint, you can see, has been changed. Location down. The fingerprint, let me tell you here. Coming from the Note 8, I still reach for the finger. I find myself still reaching over here for the fingerprint reader, but I'm getting used to it. So the fingerprint placement, muscle memory, and you'll be fine. It unlocks pretty quick. I'm gonna say it's not the fastest. It's not no OnePlus 5T or anything like that, but it does unlock pretty quick. So fingerprint reader, very nice. Donovan's in the building. The fingerprint reader is very nice. The cameras I haven't touched on too much during my 1 week. I plan on doing that this week. But anyways, going back in here, we got the A45 Snapdragon. I think it's A45, right? And really, I can't really tell. There's not. It's got Oreo, and I come from Nougat because my Note 8 had Nougat, and really, I got it laid out the same identical way. I really can't. There's really not a huge difference between Nougat and Oreo as far as the Samsung Experience 9.0 goes, and as far as Oreo 8.0 goes. There's the cameras are definitely different. I do like the dual speakers. The dual speakers is something that I haven't made a video on yet, but the dual speakers definitely bangs on this phone. It actually much louder than the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 sounds good. Don't get me wrong, but Samsung knocked it out the park with the dual speakers on here. Even though they did an earpiece and a bottom firing, they sound real good. So speakers on here, awesome. I'm really enjoying the speakers. I tend to use headphones all the time, or most of the time, but I catch myself listening to the speakers because they sound that good. So speakers sound real good. As far as the speed and opening apps and all that good stuff, I think it's not something that you're gonna notice, how fast it is, unless you got the Note 8 side by side, and then you can compare the speed. But really can't tell the difference unless you're like a heavy gamer or something. But anyways, moving on. The cameras, like I said, I haven't touched on too much, but I plan on doing some more videos on there. But let me see the comments. So I'll keep forgetting about the comments. But it's been good. Battery life, I have to tell you that battery life, I touched on it. I made a video yesterday, but I just deleted it. I didn't even upload it. Battery life is not what I expected. I expected a little bit more battery life, but it's got a 3500 milliamp battery, and the Note 8 I believe has 33, so 200 more milliamps, you know, a little bit more. You really don't see it. You really don't see it because simply you're pushing 2 speakers now, you're pushing 2 cameras now, so I think, you know, it takes a little hit when it comes to the battery life. It's not bad battery life, it's actually pretty good. I'm getting almost the same thing I was getting with the Note 8, maybe a little bit more. I'm getting 5 to almost 6 hours, like 5 hours, 45 minutes, almost 6 hours of on-screen time. And that's with everything turned on. I got everything turned on. I got the GPS, I got the set to high, the location service set to high. I have the edge thing on. Every feature turned on that you could possibly imagine. It's on auto brightness, so it goes up and down. And I have to say that the battery life is pretty good. I'm getting almost close to 5, almost 6 hours, and I'm getting at least 15 hours of standby time. So standby time is probably about 15 hours. I unplug normally every morning on a regular work day at probably about 4 a.m. because I start at 5. So I unplug both phones at 4 a.m. I take both of them with me. I have my duplicate SIM in my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, and then I have my main SIM in my iPhone 10, but they're actually connected the same. They both get the messages the same. If I get calls, I get them on both. So I try to use the S9 as much as I can. I do have iMessage set up on my phone for personal family stuff, but it's been good. I have to say that the battery life is real good. Is it better than the iPhone? We're getting some good battery life here. We're getting some real good battery. Where it kind of takes a hit is standby. You know, everybody knows. What's up, Sean? Everybody knows that yes, experience with the S9 Plus has been fabulous. Everyone knows that the standby time on the iPhone just can't be touched. The iPhone has incredible standby time. I put both phones in my locker just to test that out for 10 hours because my shifts is like 10 hours. And when I come back to check up on both phones, the S9 Plus actually took a nice hit on battery life just in standby. So it'll go in like 10 hours later. I put it in at 100%, both phones unplugged at 4 a.m. When I come back, I'm not going to say I haven't used the phones, but I'll check up my messages and put the phones back. And I noticed that the iPhone 10 standby time is just incredible. I mean, you put it in at 100% and 10 hours later, it'd probably be like 98%. If you just let it sit there, it just zips on the battery life. When the S9 Plus, put it in there at 100%, you take it out or you check it and it's probably about 80%. So it'll take a hit just on standby. So I don't know, maybe it's the always on display. I'm sure it's always on display, giving it battery life issues, but it's not bad. Battery life has been good. Like I said, it's one thing I noticed on it. Is it better than the Note 8? It's almost the same as the Note 8 in my opinion, and not a huge difference. Let me see the speakers. I touched on that. As far as the UI, the operating system, like I said, it's almost the same as the Nougat. There's really, other than just the themes looking different and stuff like that, it's like the same thing. There's not. I'm on Oreo, and I'll show you that actually about the phone. Let me see. Software information. We're on February 1st security patch. So even with the latest software, we're still behind on security patch. We're in March now. We're behind a month. But anyways, one thing that I'm going to touch on, and shout out to the person who just commented. He asked me if I got the unlocked version of the S9 Plus, and yes, I got the unlocked version. And one thing I noticed with the unlocked version is that T-Mobile network is not as strong. That is the first thing I noticed when I started using T-Mobile on the unlocked version. I don't know if they have the same bands. I don't know if they don't have the bands, but I noticed that with my Note 8, I was definitely getting a stronger connection with the T-Mobile service. And even inside buildings, like at my job, I'm in a huge building, I was getting strong connection. And I noticed with the unlocked version of the Samsung Galaxy S9, my bars, like even right now, I'm outdoors, and I'll show you guys. I have like maybe, see if I could get that in there. I got like maybe 2 bars of T-Mobile service. So I'm connected to Wi-Fi, but I have like 2 bars of the T-Mobile service, and I'm outside. So something is up. I may have to take this one back, swap it out, and try and get the T-Mobile version. But I think the T-Mobile version of the Note 8 had a real huge strong connection when it came to T-Mobile service. And this one is just like, I'm not getting real good connections. I've checked the APNs. It automatically does everything. It automatically connects. I'll show you guys as I do have the correct APNs in here. So it automatically connects. So I got the correct APNs. The call service is great, but like I said, when I'm trying to watch YouTube videos at work, they sit there and you get the little wheel. They're buffering, they're struggling to connect. And that's like one of the main things that I've noticed with the unlocked version of the S9 Plus. And let me see what else. Other than those few things, what's up, Art Dog? Art Dog says, I'm hearing issues with the screen on some S9s. I haven't had any issues with the screen. It's actually a gorgeous screen, but since you commented on that, as far as the difference between the Note 8 and the S9, the screens, like I said, that's another one that they're just identical. I can't really tell the difference between this screen being better, or they said it was better. Can I visually see that it's better? Not really. I can't really tell you that it actually looks better on the Note 8 or this one S9 looks better. They look identical. They look like the identical screens as far as the brightness and the color saturation and all that. And I have everything set on the S9 Plus straight out of the box. I haven't changed any settings. I plan on doing some videos, like just some shoot videos on the settings that it's actually on. So if I go to the camera here real quick, the camera, like I said, is something that I haven't touched on too much yet, but I plan on doing that. I have everything set to default, so all the way down to the bottom, and where it says reset settings, it's set to, let me see, the picture is set to 18:9, the video size is 1920 by 1080, and that's where I left it. And the front and the rear, that's where I left everything set at. So I haven't tinkered with any settings as far as the camera, because I want to do some camera testing. And what I want to test is, user experience out of the box. The main consumer is just going to take it out, set it up. They're not really going to tinker with the phone, the camera, as far as changing the camera settings or anything. They're basically going to point and shoot, video record simply the way it is, and take pictures simply the way it is. So I figured I'd make a video just how the settings are on the S9 Plus out of the box. I want to do some video footage and show you guys what to expect out of the box. What is up, Alan? What is up, Art Dog? Okay, Art Dog says, glad on the battery was mentioned. The battery is good. Like I said, I'm getting all week I've taken it to work. I've taken both phones, and battery life's been pretty good. I come home with plenty of juice left, and it'll take me in maybe until the next day in the morning. So I'm getting like 5 hours of on-screen time, 15 hours standby. So the battery life is good. I'll show you guys, and we go into the battery life. Right today, I haven't really used it much, other than make a video for Old Tech. Shout out to Old Tech. So we have a collaboration video going on. So let me see where we're at. So today is my day off. So I actually didn't wake up at 4 a.m. like I normally do, but you can see the battery there. It's not a real full battery test. I'll have more battery test videos for you later, but 4 hours and 4 hours and a half off the charger. Like I said, I woke up late. I'm off today, and almost 2 hours of on-screen time, and I have 74% left over. So the battery life, 74%. I could get another maybe 3 or 4 hours, almost 4 hours of on-screen time if I really, stick with it. But let me see. The original Samsung. Okay, that's a weird comment. So yeah, the battery life has been good. Not much different. Like I said, the only thing that I really haven't tested heavily is going to be the cameras. But another thing that I noticed on the cameras, check it out, how I look on the camera. The camera's real good. I have used the cameras. I just haven't put anything together for a video yet. But I have used the cameras, and I'll take a picture here. Boom. And the camera looks, the camera looks real good. What I'm seeing through the screen, it looks gorgeous. The camera, even the Note 8 has some real good pictures. So the camera's real good. What I want to test out is stability and stuff like that. But yeah, the cameras, check that out. That's the rear-facing camera. Like I said, we have two. I believe they're both 12 megapixel, and the front one is 7 or 8. I'm not even sure. But the cameras are boom. So far, they look gorgeous. I've taken. Let me show you guys what I've taken at work so far. As far as cameras, let me see. Let me see what I've taken here. I got a bunch of photos that I just crazy shots that I took at work. Nothing really to post because, like I said, I'm gonna have a different video for that, just for the cameras. Oh, let me show you this one. Somebody knocked my mirror off my car. What was it, last Friday? So I parked it out front and somebody knocked the mirror off. That's Cleveland for you guys. But let me take some shots. See, I took that one. Took some indoor shots. I want to do a real good video outdoors. I want to go to the park and really get some real good hands-on time with the S9 Plus camera. It's a good camera, man. Is it the best camera? Probably. It's a good camera. But I have heard or seen some videos where they say that the iPhone 10 still outbeats the S9 Plus in certain things with the camera. 4K 60 frames per second. I plan on doing a video on that, and also the 1080p 60 frames per second. So I plan on doing maybe 3 separate videos of the 3 separate settings: 1080p, 30 frames, 60 frames, and then the 4K. I want to test out the 4K. I want to compare it to the iPhone 10. But so far, this phone's been excellent. Let me see. Let me take a picture show you a picture. Took a picture of that. My Apple Watch. It takes some great photos. Great sound, great build quality. Man, it's the best mobile payment thing that you can use. Boom. So you can use even that's the one thing that I really like about it. Samsung Pay is just unbeatable. Samsung Pay, ain't nothing touching it right now. And you can go to any store where they got the old machines. I've done it, and the people behind the counter will say, "No, mobile payments don't work on here." And then I'll be like, "Oh, let's try it anyways." And then boom, they're shocked when this works. And the iPhone's always a fail. The iPhone is always a fail when I go to use mobile payments, even at Best Buy, where it's labeled right on their machines, Apple Pay and Samsung Pay and Android Pay. Apple always fails. So I don't even have my Apple Pay set up because it just fails all the time. I use this. This works everywhere. So Mama 4, hey, what's going on? Apple Pay is just, it's not. When it comes to mobile payments, Samsung is king. When it comes to the best display, Samsung is king. And right now, from what I'm seeing, when it comes to dual speakers, Samsung is almost king, but you know, the sound is great. So let me see. That's about all I have for you guys right now as far as my 1 week with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. This thing is a beast. You know, I got it thinking that it was gonna be like, you know, I kind of was hating on it at first because there's like minimal increments, but once you get it and you realize, you know, you got to test these things out in order to give your opinion on it. You know, you can't just say whatever and then not get the phone and just. So yeah, definitely this thing, it's kind of pricey. I think with taxes and everything out the door, it's pretty expensive. I'm not even gonna tell you, but no, you already know. The unlocked version is the cheapest one. I think it's like $439, I think. But like I said, if you have T-Mobile, go with the T-Mobile version because connection is not the greatest. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream on the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. If you have any comments, if you want me to show you anything right now before I end the video, let me know right now and we'll check it out. We got Watch OS update. So one of the things, now since I mentioned that, I am, even with everything turned on, the phone, I have my you know, it's connected to my Apple Watch too, so Bluetooth is constantly turned on. So even with that, so it's amazing with the battery life so far. It's pretty good, real good. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm already 20 minutes in. I didn't want to go that long. 1 week with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Software is great, audio is great. I forgot to mention the 3.5, but as far as performance wise, man, this thing hasn't lagged not one time since I had it. So man, it's a good one, man, right here. 1 week with it. I think I'm still in the honeymoon stage, but I'm really loving it. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for some more videos on the cameras. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some camera shootouts this weekend. I'm planning on going to Edgewater Park. It's a lake, and there's a lot of waves and a lot of people, and hopefully we'll get to test out the microphones, see how they capture me with all that ambient noise around. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Old Tech's video. Old Tech time. Peace. Catch you guys on another video. I'm out.